John, please introduce our friends in the studio.
Oh, how great is this? From a variety of Illinois, Angelique and Mark. Mazremus.
Mark Mazremus and Angelique Barthel, yes?
Yes, Barthel. Sorry, I apologize. Yes.
Nice to see both of you guys. Mark, how you been?
I've been great. Retired now for 4 years, president of Variety.
Yeah, you actually look younger than when I used to work with you.
I know. You know, retirement takes years off your age. It really does.
That's another reason people want me to get out.
Golfing, except that I just had, 2 weeks ago yesterday, I had torn meniscus. I had arthroscopic surgery.
So you're walking great.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Wow. Isn't that great?
I'm doing great, except the bad news, and I know you're a golfer, is I asked the doc after the 1 week visit, I said, okay, tell me.
When can I play?
When can I play? He says, chipping and putting. He says, your right leg, you twist. He says, maybe putting, no chipping. So
are you done for the year?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Couple more weeks, right?
No, we have a Variety golf outing on August 24th, so I'm gearing up for that.
Is it just miniature golf? Is it just miniature golf?
No, it's actually grown-ups.
Yes, our golf outing is grown-ups, but my wife says, yeah, you should be doing miniature golfing.
So, Angelique, explain Variety as an organization and what you try to do every day.
We are here to help children with disabilities and their families cover equipment that is not paid for by insurance, which is a lot. Things like adaptive bicycles, sport wheelchairs, and then we also do inclusive and accessible field trips, and that's our Variety at Play program.
That's a big deal.
It's fantastic, really.
Letting kids feel like it's just another normal day and they're just being a kid.
Exactly.
That's it.
And if you're a parent if you have a family and you have a child with a disability and they don't know about you and they go like, what? I didn't even know if Variety existed. Although your history is just legendary. How do they find you? What do they do? How do they become involved?
So we don't have membership or anything like that. The best place to start is on our website, varietyofillinois.org. We are on all the socials, including Threads that just came about. And the grant programs you have to apply for, but the Variety at Play programs, we just let people know about them. Usually they just have to register, and more often than not, they're free to attend. If they're not free, they're very highly discounted, and we don't have a specific diagnosis or disability population that we work with. So we have kiddos of all different kinds of kiddos.
Well, you mentioned a sport wheelchair. Just to use that as an example, what does that mean?
So a sport wheelchair is if you're playing wheelchair basketball, for example, you can't take a regular wheelchair that you just kind of tool around the town in.
Sure.
It's a specialized type of wheel. And, of course, anytime you say the word specialized or custom, you know that the price tag is coming with it.
But this, again, seems to be a shortcoming in the world of insurance because you can pay me now or you can pay me later. And if you're giving people the opportunity to maximize their lives,
absolutely,
you should pay for that. But insurance companies aren't on board.
And we do try to, that's the advocacy piece. I have met with several insurance companies, especially the local teams that work with children or work with the special needs departments of insurance companies and given presentations. And the problem is there is getting to be more and more hard research numbers about how this does improve a child's life.
100%.
But we know from anecdotal information that it just really makes a difference. If you get a child who has a disability involved in sports, that's not just about the sport. It's about teamwork. It's about getting out of the house. It's about getting off your screens.
It's encouraging and inspiring, and it's allowing these kids to be kids.
Not about a kid or a family going, hey, how can we cut corners and game the system on this?
Exactly.
Hey, break. Mark, tell me a Variety story.
You know, we do a lot of events, and you just brought up, we do an event at Legacy Farms and Lockport where these kids with disabilities get to ride horses, and it's one of my favorite events. They get to paint on a horse and groom a horse, and they get to ride a horse, and many of them for the first time. And the thing is, we have seen kids that are nonverbal that have gotten on a horse and talked for the first time.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
And just to see like a blind, we had a 7-year-old blind child riding a horse for the first time and had the biggest smile on his face. And I've got to tell you, there wasn't a dry eye there seeing it.
Yeah, go ahead and leave your mic on. It's going to be easier to hear. That's it.
There you go. You're
I'm
on.
back on.
You're back.
I was censored there.
Yeah.
Jeez, I just said something bad about the insurance
By the way,
companies.
self-censored. You turned your microphone off.
We did rock climbing with kids. We did skiing this year. We've just done a lot of things, and it just warms the heart to see kids, as you said, Steve, participate and be like other kids.
How many kids do you work with?
It depends on the event or the particular metric you're looking at, but we deal with over 2,000 families a year.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a lot.
That's so good. How did you both get involved? You must, how did this start for both of you?
The movie industry has always been involved in Variety. They're one of the first people that began Variety. So I, through my career in the movie industry, I've always been involved. And Angelique and actually, we were both marketing people for different companies. So we were adversaries, friendly adversaries. But she became involved in Variety as well. And we would, different events, golf outings and things we would do. We worked together, and then, she became executive director, and I retired and still involved in Variety. So, it's fun. I was going to also mention we do movies like with our friends Classic Cinemas. We do these sensory friendly movies where they turn the lights up and the sound down, and these kids get to enjoy a movie in a more friendly environment.
Well, it's a big deal, particularly for kids on the spectrum who are sensitive to sounds and bright lights and things, or changing lights and that type of thing. So it's a big deal.
It is.
As I've learned from Amy Cochran. Yes. My daughter works with kids all the time as a behavioral analyst. Anyway, hang around a second.
Yeah, hang around.
You got a golf tournament to plug. Our old pal Mark Meserimus is here, President Variety of Illinois Children's Charity, and the Executive Director, Angelique Barthel, here as well. When's the golf outing?
August 24th, Thursday. We're going to do a shotgun start about 1:00, and we provide a lunch.
For you if you non-golfers, no one is shot during a shotgun start.
Okay, I got a little
everybody
nervous.
starts.
I got to be honest, I got a little
Everybody
nervous.
starts at the same time.
Ruins
it for me.
Yeah, everybody starts at the same time, and it's best ball, so you don't
Nick
have to
wanted
be a
some
great golfer.
buckshot fired over
Yeah,
a
I
few
thought
of
we
our
were,
heads.
yeah.
Yeah. So how do people get involved? Either one of you guys?
On the website, varietyofillinois.org, on the socials, everything connects to the tickets, and it's really a great time. We are adding a DJ this year, so the dinner is turning into a party. We have some amazing auction items from our friends at the movie studios.
Oh, yeah.
And
Like what? Brag about it. Well, give me one.
well,
Tom Cruise.
I'm going to tell you.
actually, yes.
A weekend with Tom Cruise in the Dells. That's one of the things.
Well, not quite that
just say
exciting, but last year we got a full cast autographed one sheet from Top Gun Maverick.
Wow.
So
come on.
that was
That's
that was the
great.
star of the auction last year. This year we have a great poster signed by Sandra Bullock and Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh.
And things are still coming in, so that there are some very exciting things in the works.
With your movie Connect, and everyone should go to the golf tournament, absolutely. Sign up now. Don't delay. Don't be non-committal. Play your golf, because everyone can play. There was a movie called Becoming Bulletproof. And because of the movie Connect. And this was a movie, it was a Western, and it was a group of people with disabilities from across, I knew one of the kids. Did you see this, Steve?
No, I don't know the movie.
Oh, it's fantastic. We saw the screening, and the kids came in, and they were acting, and everyone had a different disability. Some of them need some of the scooters you were talking about. Some of them were able to act, and it was just such a fascinating movie, and we got to know some of the actors that played parts in it. And I was curious if in your organization, Variety, maybe you could film a little movie with some of the kids.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Oh, we would love to.
Yeah.
That's a
You
cool
have
idea.
so many good movie connects.
We would absolutely love
It's a really
to
good
do
idea.
that. And that is, you bring up a really good, important topic that there are children with disabilities, adults with disabilities can enter any field that they're interested in, including the arts and including entertainment. This was a big deal when the cast of Glee, they had one of the actors, he was playing someone who used a wheelchair, but he himself did not. And at the time, even though Glee wasn't on that long ago, it wasn't really seen as a big deal, but it is a big deal. And authentic representation does matter.
Everybody's got something, right? Everybody's got something you got to get over. Some hump in life. I know guys that are bald, for instance. And it's what you do with it. It's what you do with the ability to exploit your talent and the opportunities you have to do that. So we salute you guys for doing the good work you're doing. Mark, where's the golf tournament again?
August 24th, and it's at the Village Green in Woodridge. So that's 75th, right off of 355. Really nice course. And for the whole day with the lunch, the drink tickets, the open bar, the dinner, $125 for the day. And if you want to just do the dinner, it's $75. So it's very affordable.
Do you know how much food is? You're not charging enough for that.
I know it. But it's really a good time, and the people of Village Green are very nice. And I know, Steve, you know, best ball, you don't have to be one person has the best drive, and then we say we need Steve Cochran to putt for us because he's a great putter.
No, it's just, it's a low score on a hole.
Now that he's back in his golfing game.
Yeah, well...
let me ask you this: if you are not going to golf, can you volunteer? Can you donate? What can you do?
Absolutely,
you can do
always
everything.
Looking for volunteers, and you can just come to the dinner part. That's really fun, even if you're not a golfer.
And can you volunteer for the organization just not on the golf day?
Yes, we just had a really fun event with. We did a bike build with the team over at Skaden. And what they did was for their Bring Your Kids to Work Day, we did this service project, and they assembled some of the tricycle bikes. That is a huge request especially from kiddos on the spectrum, because all they need is a little help with balance. But little kid bikes with training wheels are too small. So adult tricycles are one of our most requested items, and this fantastic team put together 7 bikes for us.
That's pretty cool.
We'll be delivering those this week, and that's so exciting, that moment that you get to give a child their own bike. And sometimes it happens a little later in life than it did for all of us. We take it for granted, but that is a proud moment.
And it's varietyillinois.org.
Varietyofillinois.org.
Varietyofillinois.org. Yes. Mark Mazarinas, I know you do a lot of this stuff, but I continue to enjoy your retirement.
I will.
And once you get healthy, we'll play golf.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
That'd be fun. Oh, so here's a golf story before we run out of time. At the 3M Open, this is the PGA Tour stop this week.
Yep.
There's a pro named Eric Van Rooyen. You'd have to be a golf nerd like me to know who he is. Mm-hmm. But he's an accomplished tour pro. He needs a caddy. Because his caddy, who he played with on the University of Minnesota team, I think, they played together in college. Mm-hmm. His caddy Monday qualified for the tournament and is now playing in the tournament.
Pretty cool. Does he play alongside him?
Yeah.
Like he's his partner.
First 36 holes they're going to play together.
Do you think he'll ever default and look over at the guy he's playing next to and say, oh, you're my caddy, so what should I do?
Well, here's the thing. In tournament play, you can't ask for advice.
From your caddy.
From your player.
No,
from your caddy, you can talk to all day. But from another player, you can't say, hey, what club did you hit there?
Right.
You know, what's the line on the putt, whatever. But this caddy knows Eric Van Rooyen's game inside out.
Exactly.
So
it's going to be hard for him not to say, hey, what do you think? Oh, I can't talk to you.
No, that's cool.
Steve, that's what I need, a caddy. I never had a caddy to tell me what I should do.
John?
Yeah, I can do it. I'm there. I can do it. This is good.
So
I mean, it's all going to be wrong.
Right.
But that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it looks like you need a sand wedge for this 150-yard drive.
Sandwich.
There we go. Full Bill Murray, Cinderella story.
Push broom. I would use a push broom right now.
I think that's the one I want. I don't think that's it.